Hello everybody, hope you're doing good. This is Jenny here from Mindgym, and do subscribe our channel Mindgym and hit the bell icon. In this video, we are going to talk about engaging children in listening stories through dramatization and mind mapping. We all know few stories from back our childhood, simple stories about the thirsty crow, Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood, two silly goats, and Hare and the Tortoise. So take those simple stories and narrate it to your children the way you narrate and what you can do from those simple stories. Now once you've narrated these stories to your children, take a snippet from that story, ask your own child, let's dramatize this story. Now how do you dramatize this story? You can do the dramatization of the entire story, which is good idea. Please go ahead. And if you do not want to do the entire story dramatization, take a snippet from the story. Ask your child, what is the favorite part of your story? What did you like the most about the story? So whatever the child says that he or she liked that part of the story, you can narrate the same. You can dramatize the same part of the story. For example, Wolf has been sleeping on the bed instead of the grandma, and the Little Red Riding Hood enters through the door. Okay, we'll do that part of the story, which is very interesting, fun and scary. Let's begin. So the wolf is sleeping. The Little Red Riding Hood enters and asks, "Grandma, you've got such long ears." To hear you better. "Grandma, you've got such big eyes." To see you better. "Grandma, you've got such long nose." To smell you better. "Grandma, you've got such big teeth." To gobble you, to eat you up. So this has expressions. This has different, obviously, long ears, mouth, sound that you're doing, and the expression. The wolf is angry. The wolf is coming up with a cunning thought to eat the Little Red Riding Hood, and his just is trying to scare Little Red Riding Hood. Something like this is a lot of fun. Children love this, and children love to imitate. Children at the age of 3 and above are observing, they are learning to imitate. So this is a wonderful activity which you can try. Take up small bits of the story. Three little bears and the Goldilocks and three bears, three little pigs. So these are some amazing tales. You don't have to do much, just narrate and act, which is a family drama, family movie, and you're just good to go. Also, the story about this thirsty crow, which is so powerful at this moment and gives a strong message that there is nothing called as instant gratification, and picking up stone from one place and dropping it in the bowl of water and waiting for that water level to rise so that he could drink the water because he was thirsty. So that requires a lot of patience, and that's what we're trying to teach children. There's nothing, and we are trying to learn ourselves also. There's nothing called as instant gratification. So that's something very beautifully depicted in these stories. You have to think what message you want to pass. So this is a small tip that do dramatization. You do not need anything lavish. You just need your own dupatta, scarf. So then uh, for some fun, and it looks like, yeah, you just into it. uh, Ask your child, like, let's change the ending of the story. What would be a different ending to this story? So something like that can also be done with older children. When the child is 5 years old, take up the old tales. It's okay, it is no harm. And give your innovation, that okay, what changes would you want to see in this story? So what would you like to change, the beginning of the story, the middle of the story, or the end of the story? So this is my take number 2, that you could bring in your element in the story. And in Little Red Riding Hood, when you're narrating it for young children, you could also sing rhymes. Walking through the forest, walking through the forest, I think I hear some noise. I think I hear some noise. Could it be? So something like this can also be done to bring in little spark and interest, so that children really enjoy. So that was something, dramatization and adding your personal elements. And third was uh, giving it your own twist to the stories. So next, I will give you 5 to 6 of my personal favorite takes. Gruffalo story. Gruffalo has a reputation. Gruffalo has an unusual character. Gruffalo, we would have never thought of some character like Gruffalo. So children enjoy. And here, the best part is the little mice. Children are not fascinated, or you would not be fascinated with the character Gruffalo, but what the little mice can do, like how the little mice is playing. So that's really a fun story, and it has reputation. It has good mind mapping. Like the I'm not disclosing the story. I would want you to read and then send me your feedback on the story Gruffalo. My second favorite is The Very Hungry Caterpillar. I'm sure many of you all must have read this story, but if not, do read it online. Material is available online. We obviously do not have option of going out, but if you have friends who have these stories, ask them to send you these stories. And if not, online is something which you can definitely search for these stories. So beautifully depicted the life cycle of a butterfly, and calmly it is a process of caterpillar turning into a butterfly, and children learning fruits, differentiation between junk and healthy food, then obviously the life cycle, then days of the week. So that's like lots that we can teach a preschooler. So, and then you can even ask, okay, Monday which fruit, Tuesday, okay, Saturday what did he eat? Saturday he ate all the junk food. And what happened on a Sunday? So my third story is Gajapati Kulapati. Yes, you heard me right. It's Gajapati Kulapati. Gajapati Kulapati is a beautiful tale by Ashok Rajgopalan, and it's the best story, loved by children. Again, it has the sound. I repeat, it has a sound, achu, achu. We all love sounds, and repetition of one word, one achu, is creating so much humor and fun for children. And it says achu, it says in a loud sound, achu. And the name itself, Gajapati Kulapati, is name of the elephant in the story. So children have that tender, cute unclear speech at times, and with that they say Gajapati Kulapati. So first of all, remembering and pronouncing that name is tricky, but children get that obviously. And that's my third story. My fourth story is Fish is Fish, which is my favorite, my personal favorite, and beautifully shown message that is given to the readers. And in this tale you will see the life cycle of a frog, and it's a friendship shown between a fish and a frog, and how the fish then perceives a world on land through her imagination. So that's something which you got to read the story to understand what is more inside this. And do narrate these tales to your children, so that you are giving children different perception. And it's classic that we have such good stories to narrate. And you should definitely read upon Fish is Fish. My next tale is, we are going on a bear hunt. We are going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We are not scared. This is the best story which you could just narrate, and this you will not even realize where did 1 hour of your child's went. And you're narrating this tale, make your child wear pant, shirt, jacket, dress him up, give him sunglasses, give him a hat or a cap and a torch in case, make him full prepared, give him the backpack, make this exciting, make this a process. So this is the next take. And my last story is Silly Billy. In through dolls they beautifully explain the story, and with little small material like ice cream sticks or papers, you can make children can do a very good DIY craft activity after the tale on worry dolls. And they can actually use those worry dolls to give it to their friends, give it to their parents, keep it with themselves while they are sleeping, and they can talk to the dolls about how are they feeling about the entire process that they are locked down. If they are understanding, children at times don't verbally speak about something, but they do have, and art is a very good medium with which we can help children to express what they are feeling. So Silly Billy is for older children 5+, and you should give this a try for older children. Silly Billy is the name of the book, and Worry Dolls is something that they create in this beautiful tale. So these were my 6 stories. Entire story. So then you're doing mind mapping, how much the child is remembering. This drawing a story is only for the reference. That does not mean the child will draw exactly the same. It's okay if the child is drawing this as a fox, okay, this as an owl. I could draw a snake properly, so I have done the snake properly. This is my mouse, fox, owl, snake, Gruffalo, and this is how he returns back. So this is something which you can do, very good for memory, very good mind mapping exercise which can be done post the stories. Any one incident with the child has life. For example, the Fish's Fish story, I drew a fish's perception about the world outside. So fish is thinking, this is human, this is the cow with the udder, this is the butterfly. So fish is thinking on land people and animals will be like this. So that was the favorite part in the story, where the fish is thinking something like this. So we all have different perception, we all express, and through stories and art how you can do this. And hope you like these. Please share in your comments, and do write to us what have you been reading to your child, so then we can share it on our stories, on our page, and everybody else can also benefit from the same. Hope you are safe, hope your children are safe, and everybody is doing good. And do share in your videos if you have. And thank you so much.